take off our shoes. All right, now that's done. Come on in. Next, we gotta put hand sanitizer. Jesus is everywhere, and so are germs. So you wanna get those hands nice and clean.
Bro, we never do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Rob, shh. We always do that here. So anyways, come on in and step into the studio. So where we have the camera set, because we are getting ready to record. We're just waiting on Kelly, which should be here any minute now. Oh, hey, speaking of, that's Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, what is going on?
Oh, you know, I brought somebody to show the behind the scenes, the BTS of our studio. Wait, you didn't take off your shoes.
Whatever, I'm gonna go get ready.
Okay, well, as she gets ready, follow me. I'll show you the prop room. This door actually works, by the way. Look at that. Ta-da! Welcome to our giant prop area. This is where you find all of our giant props. Ta-da! What? What is this guy doing here? He's literally everywhere. Can't even. Oh! My certificate. I've been looking all over the place for this. Okay, focus. Let me show you some of the props. This is what we use. Can't make away. Ha! The armor of God.
I'm not gonna lie. I kinda like this shield. I think I'm gonna make one for myself. Look at this. Yeah! Whoa! Oh, snap!
Ooh, and let me show you this. Right here, you can find all of our props that we use in the movie theater. That was crazy.
Oh, you guys look great in your training uniform.
Thanks, boss.
Woo! Ooh, one more thing. You guys remember this? Ha! The giant clipboard? Ugh! You guys remember when it almost fell on Gabby? That would have been bad. Wait! Here you go.
Oh my gosh!
Alright, anyways, enough of our memory lane. Let's show you the seasonal stuff. Oh, before I forget, there's legend that says that there is a master prop guy that apparently lives around here. I never seen him, so I think it's just a prank that they're putting on me. Anyways. Hey, what are you doing? Come on, let's go! Seasonal stuff. This is where we have all of our seasonal props. Pumpkins, glitter turkeys. Gosh, I hate those things. And our Christmas tree. Christmas never really goes away. We just move it. All right, now to show you the best place in the studio by far, the man cave. Come on over here. Welcome to the man cave, which by the way, no girls allowed. This is the best place in the studio. Right, Rob? Wait, what? Rob, when did you change into that costume? And Kylo, how you doing, bud?
What do you mean? I always have this on.
Bro. Anyway, this is the best place in the studio, right, Rob?
This place is amazing, but this is not the best place. I can show you where the best place is. Follow me.
What is he talking
Yeah,
about?
come this way. Come this way. Let me show you exactly where the best place is.
All right, Kylo.
You see, CF Kids, this is actually the best spot that we have. This is our concession stand, and as you can see, man, we got cereal, chips, bread, chicken nuggets, donuts, cookies, all different types of sweets and snacks, and we also got some healthy options for Michael. We got bananas and apples, but for me, I have a different palate. As you can see, when it comes to food, I'm willing to try anything.
Hey-o, and they got extra bananas just for me.
Yep, that's right.
Rob, can I take the cameraman back again so that we can give him the rest of the studio?
Yes, that's fine. It's not for my third lunch either way, all right?
Oh, can I get an ice cream?
You know what? Here, yeah, that's it.
Yes, let's go. All right, I'm gonna show you where the crew hangs out when they're not recording. This is our hangout spot. This is Vero, and that's Victoria. All right, this is another set that we have. And now I'm gonna take you to the dressing room. Now, this is where all the girls got changed. Actually, Kelly might be in there right now. Kelly,
Yes?
you ready?
Yep. Almost done.
All right, let's get this thing rolling.
Ooh, ice cream. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hi, CF Kids. Sorry it took me so long to get ready, but I hope you had fun with Michael as you got a never-before-seen tour of our studio.
Kelly, whoa.
What?
Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm just getting rid of all this junk. It looks unprofessional.
Emotional damage. Did you just say junk?
Yeah.
Seriously? You just said junk?
Yeah.
These are precious props specifically chosen by the prop master. He better not hear what you said or who knows what he'll do.
Michael, but this looks like a bunch of junk from our prop room.
Oh, she's just being silly. Look, all these props were chosen for a specific purpose to help teach the Word of God.
But it's a bunch of junk.
Yes, technically some of it, but it doesn't matter. They were chosen to serve a specific purpose.
To make us look ridiculous?
No. Like, for example, this golden llama is from our Epic Quest series. Remember? We had to search high and low and low and high and high and low and low and high.
Okay, we get it, Michael.
And we searched high and low and found it. And it holds special memories of us working together to complete the Epic Quest.
You're right. How can I forget? That was the time that Melissa snoozled bury us because we lost track of what was important and all we wanted to do was find this llama.
And these taco hats are from the time we worked at the Torres Taco Shop.
That was crazy. Do you remember when
Bruh.
you and Rob almost exploded the entire kitchen because you were watching Taco Mania and you didn't follow the instructions correctly and went kablamo!
Okay. Thanks for that reminder. I think I still smell salsa up my nostrils from that video.
So, guys, it's about to explode!
That was brutal.
Yep.
As you can see, all these props were chosen even if they are different and a little broken.
Like this one. I think I'm gonna choose this one to be my prop for today.
Ta-da!
See, this prop is gonna represent one of Jesus' disciples. See, in Luke chapter 5, we get to see how Jesus chose his disciples.
Nice use of the props. Now, it's not the people you would expect, but they were picked specifically to fulfill a purpose. CF Kids, why don't we take a look at this video?
Jesus calls disciples. So part of God's story is about how Jesus called his disciples, and it goes like this. When Jesus lived here on earth, he did amazing things, like healing people of their sickness and forgiving people of their sins. Jesus came to show us what God is like, and he chose some people to follow him and learn his ways. Those people were called disciples. That means someone who follows Jesus. One of these disciples was named Andrew. One day, Andrew was listening to John the Baptist when Jesus walked by. John the Baptist had been teaching that Jesus was the Son of God, so Andrew decided to follow Jesus home. Andrew wanted to learn from him, so he spent the day getting to know Jesus. After that, Andrew went and told his brother Peter that he had found the Messiah, their long-awaited rescuer. So Peter went to meet Jesus too. Later, when Peter had spent the whole night fishing without catching anything, Jesus got into Peter's boat. He said, "Go out into deep water. Let down the nets so you can catch some fish." Peter obeyed, even though it didn't make much sense. And guess what? He and all the other fishermen caught so many fish that their boats began to sink. After that, Peter realized that Jesus was more than just a great teacher. He was God's son and the rescuer God had promised. Jesus said, "Don't be afraid. From now on, you will be catching men." Jesus wanted Peter to know that he would help others follow Jesus too. Another time, Jesus was going to Galilee when he met a man named Philip. Jesus said, "Follow me." And Philip did. Then Philip went and found his friend Nathanael sitting under a fig tree and told him that he had found Jesus of Nazareth, the one that the prophets had written about and who would become the king. But Nathanael wasn't so sure. So he went to see Jesus because he wanted to know if it was true. And when he did meet Jesus, Nathanael knew he wanted to follow him. After that, Jesus saw a man named Matthew working at a tax collector's booth. Back then, tax collectors were some of the most hated people around because they took more money than they were supposed to and usually didn't get in trouble for it. But Jesus went right up to Matthew and said, "Follow me." So Matthew did. While Jesus was having dinner at Matthew's house, other tax collectors and sinners came and ate with him and his disciples. The religious leaders saw this and they asked why Jesus would eat with people like Matthew and his friends. Jesus said that it's not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. Kids, everyone messes up, and we all need a rescuer, even if we try to act like we're perfect. The religious leaders thought they didn't need any help, but Matthew knew that he did. Anyway, Jesus called 12 disciples: Peter, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Nathaniel, Thomas, Matthew, another James, Thaddeus, Simon, and Judas. And through them, many amazing things were done in Jesus' name. Some of them wrote books in the Bible that we read today, and they helped others follow Jesus all over the world. Some of the first disciples were poor and even outcasts, but Jesus still called them to follow him because Jesus wants his kingdom to have all kinds of people, no matter where they live, what they look like, what they own, how old they are, or what cool dance moves they can do. Anyone who chooses to follow Jesus is a disciple, whether it's someone who got to see and hear Jesus in person, or whether you learn about him today. That means we can follow and obey Jesus. We can learn from him and live like he wants us to live. We can teach others and show them what Jesus was like. And we can trust that Jesus will help us understand what it means to follow him. And that's the story of how Jesus called his disciples.
Hey-o, it's awesome how Jesus didn't choose the highest religious leaders like the Pharisees, but instead he chose normal people who would then fill a giant role of teaching others about the gospel.
That's right. The disciples were the most unlikely group of people, all from different backgrounds like the fishermen, the tax collectors, and even the zealots. Now, you may be wondering what a zealot is.
Yeah, that's me.
Thought so. Well, Victoria, please. Where did you come from?
What?
Huh?
Like a trapdoor there?
Were you under there the whole time?
I don't know.
Okay.
But guys, a zealot is a person who is extremely passionate about their beliefs.
Okay.
So much that they don't accept other opinions well.
Okay.
Long ago, there was a group of people called the Zealots who fought to protect their land and beliefs. You know, like a hi-ya, hi-ya.
Okay.
All right, well now back to the story, because the crazy thing about that is that tax collectors like Matthew and the Zealots, like Simon, were known for being enemies. But Jesus brought them together to walk alongside each other with the goal to bring the good news to everyone around them.
Yep, that's so amazing. It shows that Jesus doesn't look at what they did in the past, he looks at their hearts.
Ah, exactly. And Jesus knew that they would work so well together and share the good news about Jesus with others.
And the coolest thing is that he still calls people today, just like he called the disciples back then to work together to share Jesus' love. So ultimately,
Jesus wants us to work together. Ta-da! CF Kids, God created us and he chose you and he wants us to share his love with others. So we want you to think about one way that you can work together with others to share his love this week. Wait, what would you do?
Well, I was thinking maybe I would invite some of my friends over to make some delicious cupcakes and go around the neighborhood and give them out with a little card that says, Jesus loves you.
Wow, that's so nice, Kelly. Wait, I sure hope that you give me one of those cupcakes as well. Banana, if I can.
I'm kidding. Of course I will, Michael.
Hey!
What about you? What would you do?
Well, I think I'm going to encourage my friends to join the Run for Jesus race.
Ooh, that's awesome. Oh, speaking of a race, I think we have a really fun race for the kids to do during
What?
game time. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it!
much fun. Hope you guys had a blast.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yep.
Well, when we work together to follow Jesus, we get to share his love with others.
It's kind of like these crazy props being chosen, then we put them together to help us tell the Bible story.
Ta-da! Well, CF Kids, thanks for joining us at the Michael and Kelly Show.
Michael,
Oh,
do that?
that was natural. Wow.
What?
That's crazy. Anyways, bye,
Bye,
CF
guys.
Kids.
See you next week.
Hey CF Kids, I have some super exciting news for you. This month, we have a brand new memory verse challenge. Our verse for the month is 2 people are better than 1. They can help each other in everything they do. Ecclesiastes 4:9. That's right, God designed us to work together, help each other, and be amazing friends. And guess what? If you memorize this verse and you can say it by yourself, you will earn a prize. So start practicing either at home, in a car, or even with some friends. We can't wait to hear you say it. Who's up for the challenge? All right, have some fun learning together.